All right, so it is time to focus our attention onto the transmission and the transmission mount and how I'm going to mount that up and weld in the bracket. Before I get to all of that, there's some exhausts that I gotta move out of the way. The exhausts aren't hooked to anything. It looks like they're jointed right here, and then they just run out back to the muffler. The only other place they were hooked on was, if you remember, I had this issue trying to remove the original engine because they were strapped on to that. Other than that, they're just hooked on with 2 bolts at the back and the exhaust manifolds, but as you can see, the exhaust manifolds do not currently connect to them. So now I gotta just cut them. I'm not sure what size these exhausts are. I think I would like something bigger, depending on what these are. I always live using fire right by a gas tank. Maybe this is also a good time to use penetrating oil, but maybe not. Luckily, since I've had COVID, I can't smell gasoline. So even if it were present, I would just blow up stuff. That's pretty awesome. Also, I hurt my arm, right arm, which is my good arm. I have no strength in it anymore. Okay. Looks like I'll be getting a new exhaust. I'm just gonna cut here, cut there. I'll pry it out open and see if I can extract the front pipe. Second verse, same as the first. Luckily, I have no idea where my crowbar is. That's good. It's good when I don't know where tools are. I have a terrible screwdriver for this exact reason, and I have a giant sledgehammer. So take that. That one's out. That one's out. Look, so this was the side I wanted to keep. I roasted it. That's okay. I also ruined that one. So to explain what I've got to figure out right here, here is the motor, the transmission mount, and it's just sitting on top of the cross member right here. So I think I'm going to build a shelf right off of here and have this transmission mount sit back here. Then I'll build a bracket system to drop down just like a C4 G clamp, and the back of it will rest on this transmission mount. What I would like to do right now is kind of get a feel for how that looks. So we'll just pump this up a little. Get this transmission mount out. Drop it down. Looks like it might be too far. So if you can see, to me, that looks like it puts it too much at a negative angle. That joint right here, I want that joint to be even Stevens. So the other thing I can do is notch this out, but I think that just takes away too much from the integrity of all of it, and I'd rather not do that. Why not just cut that out and re-weld in strength? Why not do that? Why wouldn't a normal person do that? I need to cut these and prepare these. So just to take you on the journey in my mind, how this worked in the C4 was a lot different than in a C3. The C4 came off the differential and there was a big arm that reached up and clamped on to the top and to the bottom of this. These holes perpendicular to the cross member. So I want this to sit backwards like this. But this is going to be weighted only on this passenger side. So is that going to cause too much stress? How do I make it not cause that much stress? I got to go to my think tank and think about this. I think what I got to do is notch it in. And that is the way. Notching it in is the way to happiness. Before I go crazy and cut everything, I think I should try this. Quick update. Here's my plan of plans. So I've cut 6 of these out, 3 for this side, 3 for that side. I'm going to cut it right on this second hold. That will give me 4 inches over here and 3 inches on this side. So I'm going to build a block. I'll put a top on it. I'll weld it. I'm going to put 3 bolts in on this side, on the inward side, and then on this outward side, I'm just going to weld this piece to it. I want this to be flush. I think it's going to be okay though, as long as this part is flush. I'm nervous about the cross member flexing too much, and I want a lot of rigidity. That's why I decided to use 3/16 to make it pretty solid. So if I have it right in there, I think it fulfills that. Fairly bad welds, but welding is so great. Man, that is so hot. So I just need to do this. Clamp this beast on. 3 things I've learned about drilling holes. 1, lubricate. 2, slower is sharper. And 3, I really suck at drilling holes. Man, this can't be good for me. Man, should I wear a... I feel like I'm gonna die from this. And the drill it burnt my hand, and I have these gloves on, and it burnt my hand. It's smoking. So, ouch. I'm probably gonna let that cool. Work on something else. So because my drill is smoking, like Cheech and Chong, I went ahead and built this other bracket for that side. And I got the inside also notched up. These are fantastic. Ow, it's too hot to handle. Those are gonna fit fantastic. So they just snap in there. That is exactly what I wanted. Where I ended up was right here with my drill. The bit's lodged in there because the drill is still, it's been like 30 minutes and it's still too hot, like right here. Unfortunately, I gotta stop and we'll pick it up later. Thanks for watching.